What's going on, everybody? Today we are starting something new on the channel, and it's going to be a Let's Platinum series. And I decided to start with Enotria, the last song. Played it on release and had a hell of a great time playing it. It's essentially an Italian Soulslike, a little more parry centered. Um, but it's a beautiful game. A couple things were a little rough at launch, but overall, I think they've just continued to make it better and better. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So I think we're going to go ahead and do a Souls-like mode, and we do not want to skip the tutorial. And I just now got this downloaded onto the PC, so might take a minute here to finish compiling, but just wanted to try something different for the channel. So let me know what you think. If you like it, if you don't. Decided to do it as a live stream versus episodic, just because I didn't want it to turn into 100+ episodes. Not that I don't think it would. Now if it was like Elden Ring, then it probably would. But so we'll see how it works out. Once we get through this, I'll reevaluate. If I like it as a live stream, or if not, I'll try a next game as an episodic series. So, but pretty excited for this. Just wanted to try something different. So, hopefully, you guys all like it. Well, it sure is taking its sweet time. Alright, now it looks like it's starting to pick up a little bit. And I think I jinxed it now. Now it looks like it's slowing back down. But we're almost there. So, excited to dig in. So, and it's been quite a while since I last played it, so interested to see what kind of changes they made. So, and hopefully, I know at launch there were a handful of trophies
In
that
the
were.
beginning,
Oh, here we
there
go.
was silence. Then came the first note. A primordial sound with no one to hear. Music birthed itself as a mirror of reality. And so music created men to listen to itself. In turn, they invented the arts to celebrate the mysteries of creation. They gave life to their own gods and legends. The gods, as flawed as their creators, fell victim to the darker impulses inherent in mankind. Humanity climbed atop a mountain made of fallen gods and declared itself the peak. A rebellious few discovered the power of the arts to shape reality according to their will. Pulcinella, the minstrel of change. Arlecchino, the king of theater. Captain Spaventa, the son of Meridiana. Pantalone, the merchant of destinies. Balanzoni, the herald of knowledge. Columbina, the saint of the stage. The authors drafted the Canovaccio, a script where the stage was the very world. It narrates the perfect world they envisioned, altering reality forever. And thus, the Canovaccio gripped the world and its creatures in eternal stagnation, trapping all behind a mask and its eternal role. In a world of masks, only one without a role can choose their destiny and free this world from stagnation.
Ah, the tree of change bears fruit. Awaken, Maskless One. The stage is set.
All right. Yeah, beautiful art style in this game. Absolutely love it. Alright, 2 of the 3 down. So and if you're going for a platinum as well, I know you need to do the tutorial here, because there's some like lore pages that you can only get here. Okay, let's see if we can do some parries here. Oh, too early. There we go. Oh, missed that one. Okay, unraveling. Fighting hostile beings causes them to build their unraveling meter. When filled, they will be temporarily exposed to a finishing strike. Okay, when the Maskless One finishes off an unraveled enemy, they briefly enter the awakened state. While awakened, the Maskless One gains a variety of positive effects that depend on the mask that they are currently wearing. Yeah, the finishers are pretty dope, I think. Especially once we get a greatsword. Right, got our healing, which is the Harmonia Amber. And here's our tutorial boss. The Force of Change. There we go. Alright. Getting closer. Alright. Little rusty at first on the parry, but that's getting back. All right, down he goes. One thing I really enjoy about this game is we can have 3 different loadouts equipped at the same time, so really, really enjoy that. So they've got a pretty robust skill tree called the Path of Innovators, and there's 4 different sections. So there's like a strength section, a kind of like a dex, and a magic, and then the last one I think is kind of like a survival one, I guess you could call it. So. And you can have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like 6 different perks equipped at the same time. And you can have the same perks on more than one loadout, which is, I think, really neat. So, let's see, open aspects. Alright. Piercing Wit's Roll. Alright, let's go ahead and customize this. Yeah, I'll put on the greatsword, or the colossal greatsword. And let's see. Yeah, I think we'll put on the pole arm. Yeah, excellent melee. Okay, yeah, through physical attacks. So I think through this series I'm going to be doing kind of like a strength build, with a little emphasis in the magic. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Yeah, we'll go with the aspect of the soldier. Yeah, I guess we can put on the cobblestone for now. Alright, second one. Put on the regular greatsword and the Morning Star. Okay, yeah, here's the 4 different trees. So the red one is going to be more of the melee. The blue is going to be more of the magic, the battle mage. The green is going to be more like your dex focused. They call it like the trickster. And then the purple is going to be the elementalist. So deals a little more with like imbuing your weapons and dealing elemental damage. So I think first we'll focus on getting the bruiser line going. Yeah, we'll pick that one up. Pick that one up. Alright, so we need 20 there. Alright, so I think, see if there's any others we might want here. Yeah, I think we'll put that one. Okay. Go back into our loadouts. Okay, let's see. What do we want to make the last two? Radio. I think we'll do that one and that one. Alright, I think we are ready to get started. Yeah, that easy to switch. Very cool, huh? So that's the greatsword. That's the mace. Okay, that's the polearm. Yeah. We're going to be sticking with the colossals, pretty much. Vulnerable to gratia. Okay. Alright, gratia inflicts radiant, causing one to recover health over time. However, taking damage while afflicted triggers a powerful explosion. When an enemy is afflicted with radiant, they recover health over time. However, hitting them triggers a powerful explosion that can knock you backwards, ending the status prematurely. Try to use ranged attacks to avoid getting pushed away. Alright, down he goes. Physical defense and elemental defense mitigate different types of damage and have to be enhanced independently. Always take note of the weapon wielded by the enemy, as it will reveal which type of elemental damage the enemy will inflict. Dizzy. When an enemy is afflicted with Dizzy, all the damage they deal is increased. However, the enemy will also take more damage in return. Try to use powerful attacks to quickly finish them off and try not to get hit. The Primal Elements. Vism inflicts Dizzy, which increases damage dealt as well as stamina regeneration at the cost of lowered defenses. When afflicted with Dizzy, all the damage you deal is increased alongside your stamina regeneration. However, all your defenses are reduced. It takes great skill to take full advantage of this status. Alright, got a new sword. Not one that we'll be using a whole lot, but... Field of Beginnings. Welcome to Quinta. Alright, there should be a guy right behind the barrels there. Alright. And we'll be back here quite a bit later on.
Locally available produce.
down he goes. See, we should have a couple more guys over here. Alright, and up top here, this guy can be a little tough at the start. Try to sneak up on him here. Oh, yep. Yeah, like I said, that guy can be a little bit tough at the start. There, we got a parry off. Get these guys here, that way they don't sneak up on us.
Rehearse your lines until they resonate!
Alright, let's try this big dude again here. Alright, got a critical on him. Alright, down he goes. So yeah, just, you know, take your time. Alright, we should have a new great sword right here. Yeah, the grape cutter. So this one does Viz elemental damage. So we'll try it out for a little bit. See how we like it. Yeah, don't let these crabs fool you. They can hurt. Alright, so I think that's it. Yeah, nothing there. So, and if we would have continued on where we beat that one guy down here, that's where we would come out. So we just took a different way down. But wanted to make sure we get all those loots. Okay. So, Bruiser is health and defense. Assassin is attack power and luck. Elementalist, pretty self-explanatory. Trickster is stamina and pouch size. And then Battle Mage does your line charges and Ardore power. Alright, so yeah, I think first we'll pump yeah, 15 is good for now. I think we want to get trying to remember what that one colossal sword is. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just keep going with that. Okay. Alright, before we do that, I like to go up here. And if you kind of just stay right here, the archer up there can't hit us. Yeah, you can see he's right there. Alright, Harmonia expansion. down he goes. Alright, and I'll show you what that means here in a minute. But we're kind of taking the back path down here. Alright, here we got our first chest. And we got a new spell. Alright, so that little note we got on top of the roof was just telling us about these glyphs here. If you do the stomp, the Ardore burst, it reveals hidden paths. So pretty neat mechanic, I think. Alright, got another new spell. So this is the way they really want you to go. You go up there and then over. And then you do that second one to get back. Oh, you little bugger.
Is collective fate to be forgotten? Forgotten? And here I thought the darkest thing within us was swirling ink.
Well, each coin can flip. Perhaps it is being forgotten. That's the path to peace. For true death is not flesh,
Nope,
but
missed that dodge.
final memory.
A most peculiar take.
The weight of existence, the expectations, the judgment. They all get dragged in tow as the last memory departs. Is there no joy in a little granted by an empty grave atop which cool summer shade dance?
There is
I think we're okay.
tantalizing
Yet
side
still
to
have 3
that
heals
no
left,
form.
so
No name.
now we can head back up this path.
Within oblivion, dark and black.
See, and I think there's a little goodie. Yeah, right down there.
Today is a glorious day!
Isn't quaint wonderful?
Well, and down they go. So in the those glyphs floating up in the air like that, those are called rifts, and they open up more secret areas essentially. And a lot of times they've got like different, like new enemies, or not new, but like a mini boss, I guess you could say, that you got to beat. So, and see, then once we go through, it goes away.
Welcome to Quinta, the city of actors. Or what's left of it. I can almost hear the churning of gears inside that expressionless noggin of yours. Who, what, where, when, why? Hush, hush, my promising prodigy. Head for the castle atop the hill, and all will be revealed. Hush, hush, my promising prodigy.
Okay.
Head for the castle atop the hill, and all will be revealed.
So we'll go ahead and rest up. I think got enough to at least get one level. Oh yeah, looks like we got can get several. All right, we got 34. Let's see, do we have enough? Yes, we do. All right, I think next we'll save up for this one. Yeah, we'll put on Coastal Harpoon. Alright, we want to put that one on. Let's see, which one was it? Okay, Path of Assassination. Alright, put on the longsword. Yeah, what the heck. We'll make that one longsword build. Okay. Take this long ass ladder down. And once more. And if you're worried about health, no fear. We got another save point right here. Luckily, the fall damage isn't too bad in here. Because that was a pretty long fall, and it, what, did maybe like a third of our health, roughly? him down. Now let's go get our colossal sword. Main reason for coming over here. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Hope you like it. Have you ever played Enotria before? Alright, Colossal Greaser. Alright, so we need 15 in Elementalist. So we will start saving up for that. Alright, before we go back up, we got another path up the side here. Stuck on the rock there. See if I can not get hit by the barrel.
Celebrate with us!
Alright. 2-for-1 special right there.
I will bring out your flavor. Oh! Shining solo act.
Alright. I'm gonna go get that archer next. Maybe we should have gotten him first, but that's okay. Alright, now we can head up here.
Portray your character with genuine emotions!
Right, Combat Rift. So as I was telling you earlier, we had the glyphs that are hovering in the air like that. I forgot the red ones are the combat ones. So the kind of yellow goldish ones, those are more like a puzzle style. stuck on top of him there.
May he devour us all! Master, why have
Okay.
you forsaken me?
See if we can cut this down. There we go. And we should have a chest waiting for us up here now. Alright, got another new weapon. Black Cat's Tail, which is a saber. So let's see. Gotta make our way back down here. And I think while we're here, because we need to farm up the shards anyway. Alright. Well, that was definitely worth coming back. Alright, now we can take the bridge back across. And once we get the requirements for our new colossal sword, definitely need to get some more stamina. Okay, 15 an element list. Oop. Alright, just 2 more levels and we can use that guy. Alright, now we can get started with the town here.
I will bring out your favor. Good footwork and an upright posture are crucial.
Oregano and mustard. Perfect seasoning for flesh.
Best flesh and feast. Rehearse your lines until they resonate.
Yeah, that's why I love the colossal swords. Because most of the, like the standard enemies, it just stun locks them. Okay, let's see. Next,
At least we find
I think there's a goodie up here.
You know, sometimes this party's been going on for too long. But it does help. Wine, meat, fruit, pig. Great presence lacks gravitas.
Such a marvelous place!
Then focus upon the but fret not, for there is
Wait for him to get up here.
Fresh, locally available produce!
Okay. Lock them down. Alright, that's the way we came from. Alright, let's open up this door.
Marinate the body overnight for deeper flavor!
salutations.
Alright, where was it? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, the ones on the ground are like, almost like little puzzles. Alright, so now we're back where we killed the blacksmith. So yeah, as you can see, there are a bunch of different spells in the game.
Don't you hear the screams?
Right. Down he goes. Alright, so we got another combat rift here.
May he devour us all! Was I ever alive?
Yeah, there we go. And one more goodie right there. Alright, and I believe that opened up the gate here. And yes, it did. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so next... Yeah, I'm still doing good. Got 3 heals left, so... Head back up this way.
Nuance the portrait requires finesse! Long time no see. Did you miss me? Spells and swords do naught but cower at the might of quill and mind. A plan, the envious dub, a plot. Plans are worth naught but planning. More. It is known that no plan survives contact with the enemy. And that's why I have you, friend dearest. Onwards! It is known that no plan survives contact with the enemy. And that's why I have you, friend dearest. Onwards!
So, now we can go back down. Forgot about that loot. Okay.
A nuanced portrayal requires finesse!
Alright. Got them down. Alright, yeah, and I think we'll rest here, level up, and continue on. Alright, so that's all we can get now for levels, but I think next we'll get probably take it up to 20. 15 for sure though. 39. I think that leaves us one short. It does. Okay. Yeah, very, very good sword. So still the same moveset, but it inflicts essentially poison. Yeah, they call it sick.
Rehearsing on that until they resonate.
Alright, let's go down and pick that up real quick. And then we got another, I believe this one's a combat rift, I think. It is, yep. So I would recommend taking those out, because in each corner we're going to have an archer. It wouldn't be bad, but yeah, we're on beams. So definitely don't want to fall off. So otherwise you will probably die. Alright, so let's see. I believe we want to head over this way. Uh-oh. Just stuck in the corner. Okay. Luckily, it's not too far away. Ooh, blacksmithing hammer, nice.
Splendid eve indeed!
Oh, he glitched out just a little bit there. Yeah, the sick is very powerful. In fact, I know they had to nerf it shortly after launch. Alright, and now we've got a shortcut back there. Alright, down he goes. Alright, so we got, I think, one more area before the boss. Because the boss is right through there. Let's go ahead and rest up. Alright, so let's see if we got enough to level up the sword here. Oh yeah, and we got plenty. So you can also level up your masks as well as your spells too, so nope, missed a turn somewhere.
Bravo! Bravo! Ah, huzzah!
Let's
Hurrah!
see.
Evviva!
Diction must be precise and never rushed!
Encore!
It's not that way. It's not that way. I don't think there is another path up here. Oh, I did forget to go back and get that though.
Bravo!
And
Music! Singing!
good footwork and an upright posture are crucial! The crop is ready!
Embrace the feast of oblivion!
Well, it's not that way. It might be this way.
I will bring out your flavor.
Okay. Guess it's been a little while longer than I thought since I'd played. So I know there's one more path.
guest.
Unnuanced portrayal requires finesse!
Alright, let's go check back up here. Alright, so we got that loot. Where did that even hit me from? Got no idea where that hit me from.
Must keep celebrating.
Okay, it's not that way. Okay, nope, nowhere to go in here. Well, this is gonna drive me nuts now. Maybe it is after the boss. I thought it was before, but alright, so we will rest up and take on the boss. Alright, should be in pretty good shape.
Behold the grand course of Sani's banquet. Ah! Let crimson flow! Your blade whets my appetite!
Let's get out from under the wall there. down goes Curtis. Let's see, I thought there was a goodie in here, but maybe not. Ah, there it is. So we did get his pole arm. Yeah, the decorated rancone. Roncone? However you say that. So it is pretty quick. So I think that'll complement our colossal sword pretty nicely. At least for the time being. Alright, welcome to the next area. Alright, pick that one up. Alright, so I think next... Yeah, I think next we'll work on saving up for this one. So we need 50 more. And then work on that one, which that one will take a while to get up to. So we need another 400 total. So we did get his mask. So, and it's not bad. Increases your status power, but we take more damage. So we did get his aspect. So which we'll probably put on later, but right now we would need to put in like 8 more levels into Elementalist, so we can still wield our colossal sword. So might put that on, like I said, down the road. We'll put that one on. Okay. So we aren't going to start this area just yet. So we'll take those two out and then come in here. I think this is the path I was thinking of. Yes, it is. Okay.
Hurrah! Peace! Bravo!
Celebrate with us!
Alright, so now we got another puzzle. Let's see, I think first we gotta go up here. Nope. Not the ladder. Yeah, this one can be tricky, because they do go away fairly quick. Ah, yeah. So, but we want to jump over there, because I believe it's a new spell, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that jump is a little bit tricky. Ah, there we go. That's what I was missing. Okay.
Music, singing, dancing!
Ah, if it isn't my #1 fan.
I got a chest right here. Alright. Another Harmonia amplifier, which just strengthens how much health we get back.
Marinate
I
the
must
body
confess,
for deeper flavor!
his reputation carried atop the wings of the bardic melodies.
Ah, he ever the raconteur. That's all fit to make merry of his puppet's little escapades.
make sure to activate that so we can get back up.
1,000 times gouge out your eyes. A beast of carnage.
Yeah, love those great sword finishers. And we want to activate that one. Okay, I don't think there's any loot that way.
Embrace the feast of oblivion!
Alright. And now we've got a shortcut door. Yep, so there's where we came out. There's where we went up and around. So I think we got one more section.
I must confess, his name has spread far within these lands. His reputation carried atop the wings of the bardic melodies.
Okay.
Ah, he ever the raconteur.
May he
Saw fit
devour
to make
Ardore.
merry of his puppet's little escapades. Portray
When
your
the
character with genuine emotion.
Self-indulgent melodrama.
Yet,
And we got a chest back behind here for
Perhaps
the
not.
hangover saber.
Same as all of us, after all.
hark and greet the unwilling actors locked within a script we did not write.
Ah, the theater of life. Drama, tragedy, and their sister, comedy. I do wonder where choice must perfect seasoning for flesh
Is but a part of the script.
But here it's more than that. We each have a role on this intricate stage, and the spotlight can be a fickle mistress.
Forgive me, voracious one.
Okay.
Portray your character with genuine emotion!
Indeed!
Marinate the body overnight for deeper flavor.
Alright, we can't go that way yet. That'll be a little while later.
Oregano and mustard. Perfect seasoning for the flesh.
Come on down here, buddy. this guy can be tough. Nope, too early there. There we go. Yeah, definitely want to watch out for that shield. Alright, down he goes. Alright, we got a massive hammer. I don't think we want to go that way just yet. Let's go back up this other path.
The insatiable one will have you. Ah, the seed of doubt had near sprouted in my heart. A welcome sight you are, dear friend. Pulcinella is the name. World-spanning is the fame. Autographs and Prosecco later. My former teacher awaits you in the castle. On you go. I am the master of procrastination. We hardly need another. On you go.
Okay.
I am the master of procrastination. We hardly need...
Alright, so now that we got that done, we'll head up here. Got another combat rift right here.
Who dares interrupt the celebration?
Oh. Well, that's okay. That's why we got that one.
Can you feel the worms of hunger?
Oh, you sure are. Damn. Those slow attacks are getting me. Alright, let's try this again. Third time's the charm, right?
You'll be absorbed by the timeless suffering.
There we go. Okay, head on up the ladder now. Should have a couple more guys up here. Alright, nope. Guess it was just those two. Alright, I think now let's work on pumping up our strength some more. Or I'm sorry, not our strength, our health. I think we'll get Bruiser up to 30. And after that, we'll probably take Assassin and Trickster both up to 25 or 30 kind of at the same time, so. Alright, 76. We still got a little ways to go yet on that one. And alright, I think it's time for another boss. So I know there's, yeah, a couple pieces of loot in here beforehand.
Have you come to join us? It's a great festival we have here. A grand celebration, don't you think? Forgive me. I have something stuck in my mouth.
hardest thing about this fight is really just the camera.
The feast goes on, my lovely antipasto!
Alright, we might try not locking on. So if I remember right, we want to try and get behind him. See, we might have to switch up weapons. Let's see. Yeah, so we want a Fatuo weapon. Okay, we don't have any. Well, we should be able to make do with the sword.
The revelry must endure. No one can get in the way. No one.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
You're ruining it! My festival! My celebration! I don't want to be left alone! My guests will leave!
Come on.
Silence those screams! Relax! You'll spoil the meat.
Alright. Well, even though it's not upgraded. Let's see here. Alright, let's try that one. Okay, not sure what's going on right now.
Stop it! They are here for me! My dear pupils, we are together at last!
Nope, did not want to use an ammonia sap.
The revelry must endure! No one can get in the way! No one!
Yeah, sorry about the
What
camera
are
here,
you
guys.
doing? This is
some
my
reason it's
celebration!
having
It's mine,
a,
mine!
hard time right now.
Silence those screams! Relax! You'll spoil the meat.
Okay, let me try quitting out to the main menu here. See if that makes a difference. Well, so far it looks better. Yeah, that was weird. Never had that happen before. So hopefully that was just a one-time deal.
Silence those screams! Relax! You'll spoil the meat.
I think we'll switch back to this guy because I think even though he's strong against it, I think we were still doing more damage with it, so. Alright, let's use an ammonia sap.
Thou one! Stop it! They are here for me! My dear pupils, we are together at last!
Okay, there we go.
You're ruining it! My festival! My celebration! I don't want to be left alone! My guests will leave! Praise it! Say it! Delight in it!
Come on. Heal up. There we go. Another good chunk.
Where has everyone gone? I can't hear the laughter, the cheer, the joy anymore. Devoured. Be devoured.
Oh shit. All right. Down he goes.
Why is it so quiet? Where has the bedlam and merriment gone? My grandest celebration. I danced and rejoiced for so long. Too long. A week, a decade. My mind. I wanted naught but my friends, my children. Yet here I am, deafened by silence, filled by a feast that left me hollow. I still sense them out there. Oh, shadows in the night. Find them, save them.
All right. So we got his mask, his weapon, and a couple other goodies. And with him down, we now have access to the hub area, which is right below here.
Excellent, my dear friend. An award-winning performance worthy of this theater.
All right, guess we can't talk to him.
Magnificent! Truly magnificent!
Alright, and scattered throughout here, there's a whole bunch of different weapons. In fact, it's the, I believe it's the theater version of each one. Alright, yep, so that's where we came in. Theater halberd. Theater greatsword. Right, Theater Ultra Greatsword, which they're all just pretty much straight upgrades from the ones we started with. So yeah, so that one's like 343 average. That's interesting. So that one's only a 280. Huh. Well, I'm not sure why. Same scaling. DD. Let's see, 186 across the board in elemental and 324 in status. Well, the only thing I could think of is that this one, maybe the scaling gets better, you know, with more upgrades in it, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Never noticed that before. Alright, there should be, yeah, a couple more goodies over here. Alright, sacrificial knife. So yeah, it's a pretty extensive hub area. So the valuable shells, we'll be able to sell those to the merchant. And if I remember right, let's see. Where is it here? Yeah, here we go. So the severed braids of a maiden, those are used to respec. So, and we get if I remember right, we get a fair amount of them in each playthrough, so. So we will have to do some farming eventually, just to get all the mask shards. So like for the lumberjacks, we need 200. We're currently at 55. The gardener need 100 at 6. So But probably wait till next playthrough, New Game Plus. Maybe even New Game Plus Plus. So, we'll see how we're doing. That's a ways down the road yet. Let's see. I think there's one more goodie on this side. Yeah, there it is.
Hey, you! Blasted fool. We seek aid, not to annoy. Yes, yes, finally. We are free. Oh, we will more than make this worth your while. Yes, your ears do not deceive you. It is me, your favorite amulet.
For your aids, we grant ours.
Any blade to sharpen, outfit to bolster, we are yours. Far be it from us to intrude.
Or plant ideas in your wooden head.
But you do well to seek out another 3.
Allies valuable, potential grand.
In Quinta, Mel, goddess of life and death, is hidden.
In Phalasia resides Veltha, goddess of war.
And deep beneath Litunia lay Letho the unknowable.
Seek all 3, and the full might of our forge we can unfold.
Okay, so now we got our merchant. So we can buy more of the Harmonia sap. All kinds of different consumables. And he does have some weapons. So here's a Milano greatsword. Here we got a Viz Morningstar, big hammer, and a saber. So we will have to pick up a lot of this stuff eventually. Do we want to get that now? Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I think let's pick that one up. Alright, go ahead and sell all of those. So yeah, all those shells are 2,000 a piece, so pretty good. So later on we can farm those from some crabs. Alright, I think we're okay on that right now. Yeah. But we will upgrade our weapon. Alright, I think we'll call that good for now on that guy. Alright, so we just have the Blessed Rapier. So if I remember correctly, for the next boss, it would be nice to have a weapon that does gratia damage. So we'll hold off on using more upgrades for the moment.
Look, what cursed creature doth scurry in the shadows? What forgotten hole did he crawl out of? Mecenate, golden spider, governor of greed, sold like goods himself. Medallion his form. A merchant found the relic, with kindred soul within. All that eye could see and hand could hold, they bought and sold. Pantalone's wealth they overtook, his curse they earned. Medallion and man, two became one. Power sapped, agency withdrawn. A fate most deplorable. Make him earn his keep, the wretch.
Well, Pulcinella's not a fan of that guy, that's for sure.
Ah, I still recall when laughter would echo through these chambers. Not the clash of steel. Alas, Arlecchino was always Zani's favorite. Well, we got the last laugh. So, onwards, onwards! The sun-soaked shores of Felicia Magna await!
Okay. So it was kind of just showing us where to go next. But we do have one kind of side area to do first. Let's see. Yeah, I think let's go there. Because we do have that elevator to check out. That's not the one I wanted. Alright, there we go. School of Zani. Pretty sure that one's it.
You're just festering gaps of excellence.
And luckily, that big guy doesn't respawn. that's right. That needs a key. So, I believe we want to go down this way. So we got a path up that way. All right, so over here we go.
Diction must be precise and never rush. Fresh life. Diction must be precise and never rushed.
All right, there's that door we couldn't get through. And we got another greatsword. Knight's Monolith. Very cool design on this one. So, alright, let's head back up. We'll take that ladder. You know what I should look? Did we have... Yes, we do. Okay. Wanted to make sure we had the stats for it. Alright, key to the catacombs. Yeah, see what I mean? Those crabs hurt. Alright, I think that is it. Okay, guess we're falling down anyway. Don't know where you came from. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Hey, alright, up to 187. Cool, so we can pick that guy up. Now we got a long haul up to 300. Alright, we'll take that one off. Alright, we got an... should be able to open that, yep. And we got another combat rift. Just seeing if there's any others.
This will be your eternal torture.
Missed that one. Oh, shit. Yeah, that is the only downside to using the Milano weapons is once you get your enemy poisoned, I'm just going to call it, they can also poison you, so just something to watch out for.
Soon you will join these vows.
Okay, come. Listen here, buddy. There we go. Alright, so I think we did get 2 new weapons. Let's see, one... Okay, no, wasn't, was it a longsword? Nope. Help if I hit the right buttons. Ah, there we go. Alright, so one was the funeral flamberge, which actually does, so it's got a lot more average damage. Does a lot more fatuo damage. Yeah, just a straight upgrade. So let's put that one on. Does look pretty cool too. Alright, so let's go ahead and rest up. See, we'll do that path in just a little bit. Okay, nothing there. So that's where we came down. And then, yeah, here's that first save point. So just wanted to show you where we were all at here. I think that's it for loot. I don't think there's any over here. Okay. Yeah. That was it. Okay. So, got another guy right up here. Okay, yep, need a key for that one. you were sleeping on the job there.
A soliloquy demands emotional depth! Where's your script?
Let's see here. Yeah, I think let's go up top first. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So that just took us to that area we were just at. Let's run back over here. And let's see. Yeah, we got some goodies. All right. Now we can take that top path up. Okay, down he goes. Okay, nothing down there. Alright, I don't think we want to rest, just because then all those guys will respawn. Let's see, before we go down, I think... Yeah, here we go. This one might be tricky to reach. No, that works. Yes, we want to get that guy's attention. Oh.
Don't you hear the screams?
Okay, got them down. Head up this branch, and we are almost ready for the boss. Don't think there's any loot down here. Yeah, just a shortcut ladder. But really, with having the save point here, a little bit on the useless side, I think, but still a shortcut nonetheless. Alright, I think, let's see here. Should have enough for 2 levels. So we don't have enough. Alright, that's okay. Seeing if we got any to clear sickness. Alright, no we don't. So put that one on.
Life blooms through crimson succor. Death danced on the precipice of the being. The cycle must begin anew. Blessed Maya, guide me through the darkness. Must the shepherd join the lambs? Oh, a late arrival. Let us pray. My lady, why aren't you speaking to me?
Oop, too early. There we go.
I can't stand it. Her silence is more excruciating than a dagger's blade.
Oh shit.
Ora et labora.
Well, not bad for the first attempt. Just about had him there.
All unbelievers will perish as her will commands.
Nope.
I am your savior, your only beacon of faith. Repent in death, sinner.
Yeah, I forgot about those orbs he shoots out. Let's try this again here.
I am the true, faithful witness. How dare you judge me?
Dang it.
All unbelievers will perish as her will command.
There we go. All right, down he goes.
Mother Sacred, make darkness light before me. Devotion of the flesh and soul I give as absolute. I plead to you, do not forsake me.
Alright, so we got his mask, got his weapon. Yeah, it's not like in the bosses, that's for sure. Let's see if we rest up here, if that'll help. Hey, alright, a little over halfway to 300. Yeah, I think our damage is good, so let's, I think we'll keep focusing on stamina, get that up to 30. See if it works again here. Quitting out and then reloading. Yeah, it did. Okay. Let's see. I don't think we had anything in here to pick up. Yeah. Alright, I think we want to go to the Field of Beginnings. There we go. All right. You know what? I think this is a, good spot to wrap it up. So this next area is pretty good sized. I'd say probably about what we went through in Quinta. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in. Let me know what you think. You know, especially about doing like a Let's Platinum series. So interested to hear everybody's feedback on that. So just want to thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.